Thank you for coming. I'm Sue Schneider. I'm pastor here at Trinity, and I want to tell you a little bit about this mural. It's entitled Journey to a New Beginning. And Trinity is so pleased that all of you are with us as we begin this new journey to a new beginning. Although that's not quite right, is it? The partnership between this congregation and this community began a long time ago, over 100 years ago, when a group of Norwegian immigrants began worshiping in a little red church across First Street from us. The journey began a long, long time ago. So long ago that the only records of that time are poetry. Most of you, and I'm guessing even non-religious people here, know the story from Genesis 1 about God creating the world and coming up with colors and shapes and dimensions and expressions of God's vivid imagination. And you probably know, even if you didn't go to church, that after each bird or butterfly or the color yellow, God said, "It is good," right? You've heard that before. Recently, though, I heard a rabbi offer a different translation of that Hebrew phrase. Instead of translating God's word into "it is good," she said the expression could also be interpreted, "how beautiful." As in, trees, how beautiful. Butterflies and stars, how beautiful. And I have no doubt that as God watched a committee of faithful Trinity members spend long hours deliberating how to say to this neighborhood, we are on this journey to a new beginning, together. Through the hard times and the happy times, the births and the deaths, I am sure that God smiled and said, "how beautiful." And I'm sure that as JENIE listened to Trinity members talk about their histories, about their precious memories and their hopes for the future, and as JENIE turned those stories into this fantastic mural before us, God sighed and said, "how beautiful." And I have no doubt that as good folks at Dane Arts Mural Arts coached Trinity and a wide variety of community volunteers to make these panels into larger-than-life art, and then as the Dane Arts Mural Arts folks worked in the heat and the rain to put these panels on this wall, God smiled and said, "how beautiful." And I'm certain that as God looks at each one of your faces here this morning, all of us willing to risk accompanying each other through the ups and the downs, all of us hearing each other's stories and working together to make this community a place of safety, of growth, of healing, of new possibilities, God is looking around right now and saying, "how beautiful." Thank you for being part of this mural dedication and for being part of this community. Thank you for inviting and welcoming Trinity to be part of your journey to a new beginning. Please teach us how to be good neighbors to you, because you are beautiful.
Yay, thank you.
And while the DAMA team was out here installing, we had people coming by and asking us questions about how this came about and what this project was about. And there was one couple that stopped and talked to us. And at the end of our conversation, the husband says, "Well, I have to say, this mural is really beautiful and I'm really glad it's here. We walk by here every day. And I also have to say that I never understood why anyone would want to cover up such a nice stucco wall. But you've made a believer of me." So you had a conversion. But I'm here to tell you today about how this community process actually happens and who it touches in the community. When Pastor Sue and the church community first approached us to ask for a mural, they said that what they really wanted to capture was this idea of the journey to a new beginning. And what does this journey mean for different people? So this journey, it could be the pilgrimage that people take to find their roots. It can also be the migration that people make to find where their future is. And now with Trinity has a strong legacy. As Pastor Sue mentioned, they were founded originally by Norwegian immigrants. And since then, they've expanded to include a lot of other community members. And so it's important to recognize where they've come from and also where they're going. Now, with any of these projects that we do with DAMA, it starts with community interviews. All of the imagery that you see here in this mural were sourced from community members who came up and talked to us about what was important to them. And so of the things that came up when I was speaking with the community here, Over and over again, congregation members shared that this place feels like home. Why have they chosen to come back here? Old and new members alike. You've got some members who've been here a few years who chose this church over others because of the symbolism and the values that they saw here. And you've got people who were baptized here 70 years ago and saw their grandchildren here baptized as well. And they all said the same thing. This place feels like home. And this place feels like a home that could be welcoming to anybody.